Joe, this young woman faces 20 years in prison if convicted. Given that the sexual contact is allegedly caught on tape, what kind of defense can she offer?
Well, that's a good question, Jay. You know, there's a lot of damning evidence here. Clearly, we have cell phone video footage of this woman allegedly with a group of teenage males. We also have text messages. But, you know, in this alleged video, they do not show the teacher's face. I mean, there's something that she could point at. Now, we do have a tattoo on her back that apparently might identify her. The text messages, she might be able to allege that maybe somebody else was writing the messages, or perhaps the students were even trying to entrap her. I mean, we haven't really heard from defense attorneys yet, but these are a couple of routes they might go down, Jane.
In their opening statements, the prosecutors laid out how text messages between Brittany and her students allegedly escalated into sex. Listen to this from KDFW.
But then it progressed. It progressed into sexual messages, explicit sexual messages, and then an agreement to meet for sex.
Now, her attorney, the defendant's attorney, did not give an opening statement. Lisa Bloom, legal analyst for Avo.com and author of Swagger. These students were 18 years old at the time of the alleged sexual relationships. I find the behavior, if it's true, absolutely 100% abhorrent. But I'm trying to figure out legally, where is the line drawn? When I was 18, I was in college. Would she be on trial if she were a college professor having sex allegedly with an 18-year-old?
I agree with you. If she did this, she should be fired. She should not be teaching again. This is very bad behavior. On the other hand, we are talking about behavior between consenting adults, and sexual behavior between consenting adults in the United States is generally protected. For example, if a CEO has consensual sex with his secretary, she could sue him later for sexual harassment, maybe, but it's not a crime. I mean, there's all kinds of sex that happens in this country between consenting adults that we don't like, but it's no longer criminal. Adulterous sex, for example, no longer criminal, because we don't want to clog up the courts with things like this. Texas, in general, tends to criminalize a lot of behavior and locks up a lot of people, which is not helpful. So my opinion is that maybe she's setting herself up for a constitutional defense on appeal if she loses at trial.
Well, despite these racy charges, her husband is standing by her and even spoke out on camera in support of his wife. Listen to this.
If you know Brittany, you would know that she is an empathetic, compassionate, loving, loyal person. Brittany is a loving mother and continuously puts the needs of our children above her own.
Okay, the husband is in the military. He works out of state 325 miles away at Fort Polk in Louisiana. He and the children were never at home when any of these alleged sexual encounters took place.